Would it be better because we're both going to have to get access?
I was so close to tears, it wasn't funny. The anxiety levels, I was at NIM level 1000. Is it worthwhile going to PAX or any other game convention? Like, why do people do this? I mean, 'cause I've always wanted to be one of these people that shows my game at PAX. It's been like a lifelong dream of mine. And I finally got to live up to that this year. It was amazing. But I also wanted to go through all the things you have to do to get to one of these big game conventions. How the whole experience was, the game day, because there's a lot that goes on before the event, during the event, and after the event. So I thought I'd take you through that in this little devlog.
To the first checkpoint.
If you don't know about Lighthaze World, it's a beautiful, cozy puzzle game where the main character suffers from anxiety. I'd love you to have a look on Steam, try the demo out if you didn't get a chance to play it at PAX, and give me some feedback. Tell me what you think of the game. PAX was in October. We actually applied for this back in February of this year. So that's a long time that you have to start thinking about everything that you want to do for PAX. We were lucky enough to get a grant through Screen Taz. One of the first things you have to start doing when you get accepted to have a PAX booth is you have to start filling out all the PAX paperwork. And then you have to start designing a big billboard. I kind of stuffed up. You can see that one of the lines under Lighthaze World there, I made it a little bit too small. But I didn't even notice till the last day of PAX, so I'm not sure how many other people noticed this. After designing this billboard, wanted to have a playable demo for everyone to come and play. Our demo game isn't just a portion of the game that you get to play for free. It's actually its own little story. It's like a prequel to the full game. It actually put a stop to the production of our actual game. So now we're 6 months behind. Now, our music guy, he decided, hey, what about if I make an EP that I release for PAX? We also made a lot of hats and stickers and mouse pads, which all had to be designed. This event basically put everything on hold until we got back from PAX. Now, we live in Tasmania and PAX is in Melbourne. That means you kind of have to either catch a boat or you have to fly there. We decided to fly. So then that opened up some new problems for us. All of a sudden, we had about 10 kilos of merch, 2 monitors, many laptops that we had to transport over a plane ride. Let's just say we packed reasonably light on clothes. Then what happens at these gaming conventions is you get there the day before and you go in and set out and you just get blown away. You walk into this event that's empty. Here we are, we're setting up next to Nintendo. We're just this little indie studio about to show everyone in the world our game for the first time. I don't think you can ever prepare for the emotional roller coaster that you're about to go through being at this event. It's overwhelming but exciting and everything all at once. So we walk in there and see our banner for the first time. Like I said, we didn't notice the line thing that was missing. We were just like, how cool is this? This is great, guys. Being the unprofessionals little indie studio that we are, start setting up. All the Nintendo and that are bringing in their big crate, pulling them apart, putting setups together. And here we are wheeling in some suitcases to bring our monitors and everything to PAX. We get our monitors out, get everything set up. And we did it in great time. And everything was great until we started playing the game. Yeah, that's when it kind of all fell apart. So the demo that we had built, the PAX demo, I tested it many times and it ran fantastic. Everything was working well. But when you restarted the game, which we were going to do a million times, it didn't offload all the assets. Here we are just before we're going to reach this big game show, and all of a sudden we've got a game that every time you restart it, it slows down. Now I was so close to tears, it wasn't funny. The anxiety levels, I was at NIM level 1000. We were thinking people were going to just completely give us hell because we had this game that was dropping terribly in frame rate, and I could have crawled up under a rock and just died. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, we couldn't do anything about it. The build was back in Tasmania. We were in Melbourne. I thought I had everything right, but I didn't. Basically, we went out, had a few beers, and decided we were doomed for the next day.
We're resting our feet while we can.
Then it started. You come back the next day, you come in early, and there's this big roar. This massive crowd is building outside of the room that we're in, and you can just hear them getting louder and louder and louder, and it gets to a point where you think, how are we are shitting ourselves. In comes everyone. They run straight past our booth. Everyone goes straight past everything. They went to Nintendo, of course. Why wouldn't you go to Nintendo? Mario Wonder's there. Depressing moment number 2. But then after half an hour, people just started coming. We kind of explained, sorry, we've got this bit of a bug glitch going on. And everyone was so nice about it. Like, the demo goes for about 20 minutes, and we were expecting people to play it for 5 minutes, move on. Every single person, let's say 95% of people played the whole demo all the way through, and then wondered, where did our day go? Like, everyone thinks they've only played for 5 minutes, but they've actually played for 20 minutes, half an hour. That was fantastic. Like, the way that people were just over enthusiastic about the game. I just couldn't have been happier. And then the roller coaster of emotion comes again, and you're feeling so great about everything. You think to yourself, this is why you make these games. We've made something and people are enjoying it. People that we don't know are playing this game. And then you go into day number 2. Day number 2 is Saturday. Saturday was crazy. We thought Friday was bad and people were coming to see us and talk to us, but Saturday, oh my God, they were just nuts. It's much the same thing. Everyone runs past our stand, goes to Nintendo. You get this kind of slight bit of, and then they all come running back and they start playing, and your day just goes like that. Before you know it, you've literally gone through 2 days of this convention, and then you get to Sunday. You know it's the end, and you want it to end because you're so tired, but you never want it to end because it's so fantastic. People come, people play. The smiles on everyone's face and the feedback is invaluable. After the convention, you'll just come home and literally die for a week, and you have all these wonderful memories of how life was for 3 amazing days. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.